everyone, Joey here, and today I am bringing you a flip through of my Erin Condren teacher planner setup. I bought this back at the beginning of summer when when we were officially finished with the end of our year. And I did not know what this year would look like when we started, but I took a chance that I would still be able to use it for teaching, even if we were at home doing everything remotely. So we are not. We are actually going to be starting school in person as of right now. Like I said, everything changes in like 5 minutes. But anyway, so I thought I would go ahead and do a quick flip through of how I have this set up from a special educator's standpoint. So I do think that this, of course, is wonderful for any classroom teacher to use, but as a special educator, sometimes it takes some finagling of, teacher planners to try to make it work for you. And so I kind of wanted to share that with you because I think this could be helpful to any other special educator that is out there. So first, starting off, I do have the neoprene cover that Erin Condren sells on her website. This does match my teacher planner as well. It is an 8.5, well, it's actually larger than my actual planner is 8.5 by 11. It's the large one, obviously. So the neoprene cover fits over this very nicely so that when I throw it in my bag, or if I'm, just taking it here and there, that I can easily zip it up inside of here and it doesn't get ruined or bent up or anything like that. So let's open it up. I do have, like I said, this is the cover I chose. This is the cover that they sold this year. As like the focus for the teacher planner. Let me just very quickly, before I get into this, I want to show you the neoprene cover and how nice it is. This has a couple of different sections. First, it has this pocket in the front that's sort of a larger pocket that fits an A5 size notebook. So this is an A5 size checklist notebook that I bought from Erin Condren, and it fits perfectly inside of this cover, or inside of this pocket. Then it has two smaller pockets that are right here that are perfect for sticky notes or anything like that, smaller, that you could fit inside of there. And then we've got 1, 2 pen loops, or 3 actually. This one's larger, so I would think of this as more of like a marker sized pen loop that you could use, and then the 2 smaller ones. And then for the planner itself, you would not have to use this. You could very easily just set this inside like this, zip it up that way. But I will be using this section of the neoprene cover. So there's another section here where you just slide the planner behind this divider and it fits nicely, and then you can of course close it, zip it up, and that sort of thing. So I just wanted to kind of showcase this cover for you, this neoprene cover, in case you were on the fence of, will I need it or anything like that. To each their own. You may not always need it. If this is something that just sits on your desk, then obviously, you won't be too worried about wear and tear. But if it's something that you take back and forth pretty often, or you are moving around the school pretty frequently, then this could be very helpful. I think that this would fit any 8.5 by 11 teacher planner. So I don't know that for a fact, but since this is a fairly large, like thickness-wise, 8.5 by 11 planner, then I'm fairly confident that this would fit most others, like maybe a Happy Planner teacher cover or anything like that. Planner. Okay, so moving on. On the cover, I have my name for the beginning of the school year. I'm not sure how often I will actually change out my cover. The nice thing about the Erin Condren planners, any of them, teacher or life planners or daily duo, is that the covers do come off. They're interchangeable. So you are able to take them on and off and switch them out as often as you like, which is wonderful. Okay, so the front of the planner looks like this when you open it up. You have this nice spot right here where you could write things down with a wet erase marker. I wouldn't suggest a dry erase marker because it will just rub off. But if you have a wet erase marker and you want to write it, anything on here, you could. And then just, of course, you could clean it with regular dry erase liquid or water or anything like that. I personally have used Sharpie on this, and I have been able to remove it with nail polish remover. So that, of course, also works. And then you have the cover here. It says Teacher Lesson Planner. I have not yet put my name on the inside, but I will. And then we have the All About Me page. It's, you can fill out all your personal information. I have not yet done that because I knew that I was going to be filming this video, and I did not want to go ahead and put the name of my school and whatnot, my email and things like that on there. So all of this was left blank for right now. Moving on, the next thing that we see is our communication logs. In my IEPs, I document when I contact parents, so I will be using that. Okay, so moving on, they do give you the 2020 and 2021 year at a glance. I never really use these pages unless it's to mark the beginning and the ending school year dates. So I can go in there and mark when the first day of school is and when the last day of school is, but that's basically the only time I really look at this at a glance. Okay, then we have the year plan, and they had this dated from January until December. And with this being a planner that starts for me in the month of August, my brain did not work that way. I wanted my first box to start in August, just like my first month of school did. So I went ahead and used an Erin Condren monthly sticker pad or sticker book, and I put the months of the year over top of the other months that they gave. And I did do a little bit of whiteout so that I didn't see it through the sticker, but other than that, I just left it that way. And they do give you 12 boxes, but because I'm going from August only till June, I didn't have to worry about this last box, but I did white it out so that if I choose to use it for something else, notes or what have you, then that's available for me. Okay. The next is graph, and I have set this up for me to use in tracking data. I have labeled it quarter 1 data, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. I have put the weeks down below, and I put from week 1 to week 8, and then I put an average column right here. So I plan on putting my students, now here's the thing, this is not the only place I am writing down my data. This is so I can centralize it in one book, but I have another small booklet that I'm using to track data, and I will show you this in a second. But anyways, I will have my students' names, and I will color code whether it is reading, writing, math, or behavior right here, and then I will record what their weekly average was for that particular goal. And I will have this for quarter 1, this is for quarter 2, 3, and then 4. So that will keep me for the entire year. These 2 pages here, I don't yet have plans for them. I'm sure as the year develops, I will figure out something that I will want to do with that. I have notes on this next page, so I'm not going to flip that. I will show you the beginning of another month right here. This is just to show you I decorated my monthly spread. There's not a lot going on at all for us in the month of August, other than teachers officially start for us on the 31st. So that is basically it. I have nothing else. I plan on using these sidebars for special things that I want to remember, dates, things like that. Again, the weeklies right now, because it's the month of August and we're not officially back at school, there's really nothing inside of the weeklies for August yet. Except for when you get, nope, there's not, okay. Just kidding. Okay, so this is what September looks like when you first get to the September tab. This September tab has this on the front page of it. It is dates to remember, and then you get a nice notes page here and about 3/4 of a notes page page here, which I do plan on using the notes pages before and after my months for taking notes whenever I need it. Then September, I did do, again, decorating. I used an Erin Condren monthly booklet of stickers to kind of coordinate with what the month's color code out to be. And then I went ahead and put in, I ordered from, let me tell you the name of the shop. So the name of the shop that I ordered these stickers as well as my headers is called Owl Plan With You. And she is on Etsy, and her stickers are awesome, you guys. I love them. I think that they are super helpful for any teacher planner that you have out there. Her main focus, I think she does have other stickers in her shop, but her main focus is for teachers. So if you are interested in her shop, or you need some teacher stickers, or if you need some teacher stickers, you should drop by her shop on Etsy because she has amazing, amazing stuff. Okay, so I did find this little bookmark at Target. If you bought the undated version of the Erin Condren Teacher Planner at Target, you can obviously find some of the accessories to go with it. This is one of those accessories that they were selling to go along with the undated Erin Condren Teacher Planner. Okay, so I did use these stickers to kind of fill in professional development days and then any holidays that I have. So I bought a packet of stickers that all of the holidays were included, and then they matched my cover for the planner as well. And then in addition to that, I ordered the header stickers from her shop as well. I have not laid all of my header stickers down, basically because we are still pretty uncertain as to what the day is going to look like. I work with kindergarten first and third, and mostly first and third. So with that being said, I ordered all of my headers. I have headers that are before school, then I have third grade math, I have third grade groups, I have first grade groups, and then I have the IEP minutes and the after school. So the only thing that I could really lay down at this time is my before school headers, my after school headers, and of course my IEP minutes. Now, I plan on using this. This column is going to be for any things that I have to have done before school, whether that would be IEP meetings, ETR meetings, or anything like that. I'm going to list in this column. Anything that I have to do after school, of course, that would include meetings as well, or anything that I would need to copy would go in this column. And then when I go to work with my students, whatever students that I am going to be working with, goals I'm going to be working on, I'm just going to briefly list who it was, what their goal was. I'm not going to write the entire goal out. I'm just writing, you know, goal 1, 2, 3, whatever. And then I'm going to list the number of students that I'll be working with for that day. So the days run horizontally, the columns or what your times for the day run vertically. Okay, so this is how I will be using this section of my planner. And then when I can put down my other headers for third grade and for first grade, they will go here at the top. Whatever I do with them will be listed below. Okay, and so basically this is the layout of each week inside of the Erin Condren Teacher Planner. So like I said, I went through the entire year and I've laid out these columns, and then I will go back and put in the rest of my headers once I get sort of a concrete schedule for what is going to occur in the middle of the day. Okay, so moving on, I just went ahead, I did set up the rest of my monthlies for notes pages and dates to remember. I have not written any students' dates or anything like that in there yet because I knew I was going to film this video. And then our last staff day is right before Memorial Day. So that is basically the end of our year. I did go ahead and set up notes pages for June and a monthly for June in case there was some days that we had to add on. The month is already set up for me. July is not, unless we're doing professional development and I need to write something down here, the month of July I won't even use. All right, moving on to the back of the planner, they have checklists. Now, because I'm not a classroom teacher, I won't be keeping grades in here like a typical teacher would. I am going to be using this for tracking my students' special dates and accommodations that they are going to be needing. So I have my students listed here, and then at the top I have listed above annual due date. So when is their annual IEP going to occur? When is their ETR? When is their referral that they first had for their pre-screening? When is their pre-meeting? What is their date of birth? What grade are they in? And then these are the accommodations that they will be needing. So I have my accommodations, which is read aloud, extended time, small group for state testing, individual testing for state testing, scribe, and then this is not for state testing, but I have it listed, headphones, and then I did leave one more spot for another accommodation. Then I'm looking at what type of evidence am I going to be using to provide for each of their goals. So I do have, check marked what kind of evidence they need. So that might be performance assessments. It could be work samples, running records, curriculum-based assessments, checklists, and observations. And that's basically like our go-to in our district of what we use. Obviously, we can use other pieces of evidence as well, but this is generally what we use the most of. And of the students that are currently on my caseload that I know of, this is what we have listed. And then behind that, with my blue mile liner, I have their services that they receive in addition to their academic goals. So I have speech and language, I have OT, PT, school therapist, and then school support. And that is basically how I have this book planned for me. The meat and potatoes of this are going to be in my weeklies, with looking back here briefly for when I need things at a glance for my students, or transferring my data of how the kiddos are doing weekly into my graph paper right here. Okay, so that is my teacher planner. In addition to my teacher planner, I also bought the A5 sized checklists. Now, I'm going to show you, let me open up to a page. I'm going to show you how I organize this. I wrote my student's name right here, and then I listed out, starting right here at the top, I listed from week 1 to week 7, and I then listed what we were working on in their goals. So for this particular student, they have a second grade level comprehension, our controlled vowels, the bossy E words, kindergarten and first grade trick words, 5 sentences in a paragraph, correct capitalization, correct punctuation, spelling kindergarten trick words with 85% accuracy, spelling in general, overall, 75% accuracy, and then how many complete sentences do they have. And this is this one particular child's first quarter. So this is what will travel with me when I go to do, or it's what I'm going to pull out very quickly to kind of mark down what their grade was, what their percentage was. And I have all of my students listed. This is what a blank sheet looks like. So if you are, obviously if you're a classroom teacher, this would not be very much, but if you have, you're like me and you're an intervention specialist and you have a small group, it would be easier to, kind of flip it this way and record a student here and then all the things that they need. And, you know, obviously if you're a classroom teacher, this would work as well. But I just feel like with it being so limited, only 7 places to check off, it limits you as far as what you're looking for. But if you have your teacher planner that sits on your desk and you don't travel around a whole lot, then this is probably where you would be able to record most of your assignments and things like that. Let me show you one thing that I forgot to show you earlier. So in the back of this planner, aside from the checklist, you also get, so at the very last page of the student checklist, you get into these pages of stickers, and they give you 1, 2, 3, 4 full pages of stickers that you can use within the planner. Then they also give you basically a year at a glance for holidays. They give you the date that the holiday occurs on, and then what the name of the holiday is, and you just peel this off and place it on the date that they gave you. And they give you this for both 2020 and 2021. In addition to what I ordered from I'll Plan With You, I ordered these stickers that say IEP meeting, progress reports, and then I did have an extra sticker that says Veterans Day, but we are not currently off on Veterans Day. We have like a professional development, I think, on that day. And then you get a folder in the back of your planner, and it is 2-sided. And then I ordered, you get 1 page protector with your planner, but I ordered 2 additional page protectors. And this is because working with possibly 3 grades, kindergarten, 1st, and 3rd, I want to have the ability to slide the teachers' schedules into each pocket. So I should have 1 for kindergarten, 1 for 1st, and 1 for 3rd. Yeah, so that is how I plan on using these. You could, of course, use them for anything that you would like, but that is how I am going to incorporate it, using those in my planner. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough and setup video. I know that I preset most of these things up, mostly because laying these stickers down take about 100 years. And I felt like that would just be a very, very long video. But I did want to show you how I had set it up and how I plan on using this year. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more of it from me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. That will help my channel out a lot. And then also, don't forget to hit the bell notification button. That will let you know when I upload a new video. And also, if you have any other ideas or anything that you are doing that is different from what I am doing in your Erin Condren or in any teacher planner, basically, let me know. I'm very curious, and I'm always open to new ideas. All right, guys, so I really enjoyed showing this to you. I will talk to you again soon. I hope you have a great week, a great day, and hopefully if you're still on summer break, you're still kind of resting. If you are not on summer break and you are back at school, let me know how that's working out for you. I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.